And now for something completely different. Think of this as a public service announcement for your soul's operating system. A guide for those of you who suspect the user agreement for reality has some, tricky clauses in the fine print. So, let's get into it.
Okay, let's be real for a second. Does it ever feel like your consciousness is, well, still buffering? You're getting a bit of that lag between a thought and actually doing the thing? Seeing weird glitches in the matrix like a pigeon moonwalking or finding that sock you lost 3 years ago in the fridge? Hey, don't panic. It's not a bug, it's a feature. Or maybe it's a sign that you're ready to reboot the whole system.
And the solution, my friends, is TULWA. No, not TULWA. TULWA? I know, it sounds like a sneeze caught in a wind tunnel, but it's TULWA, the Unified Light Warrior Archetype. And look, this isn't some fluffy spiritual mantra. It's more like a high-frequency operating system for your mind. A total reformat, It's time to upgrade from dial-up consciousness to quantum fiber.
Now, let's get one thing straight right away. This is not another belief system. We're not about to hand you some ancient, dusty book and tell you to follow it blindly. No. This is a mental tool set. It's the difference between some guy in a fancy hat telling you how the universe works versus being handed a spanner to fix the wonky plumbing in your own soul. You don't believe in a spanner, right? You just use it to stop that metaphysical leak under your sink.
So, how do you install this new OS? You do it through the 4 cosmic lenses. And yeah, it really is like leveling up in a very, very strange internal video game. First up, you equip the Philosopher's lens, where you learn how to think, not just what to think. Then, ding, level up. You get the Healer's lens to process all that unprocessed data you've been calling baggage. Just picture a bunch of knights in full plate armor, meditating peacefully in the middle of a traffic jam. That's the vibe. After that, it's the Light Warrior's lens to put it all into practice, until you hit the final level, the Unified lens. That's where you just become the living embodiment of your own truth. For your everyday reality check, you get 3 core filters: light, love, and unity. The best way to think of it is like having an interdimensional customs officer living inside your head. Every single thought, every idea, every meme that tries to get into your reality has to get its passport stamped. And the officer, he just asks 3 questions. Does this bring right? Does it align with love? Does it create unity? If the answer is no, stamp, access denied. Next, only the good stuff gets through. All right, listen up. A few official rules. This is the fine print. TULWA is not a cult or an organization. There are no membership fees, no secret handshakes, and definitely no leader to worship. It is not about fighting some cartoon villain version of evil out there in the world. It is not a mix and match, all-you-can-eat spiritual buffet where you only take the bits you like. And this is a big one. It is not here to comfort you. This isn't a spiritual weighted blanket. This is deep work. End of notice. So after all those dire warnings, what are you actually left with? Well, what it is a framework for self-mastery. It's a personal tool set for your mind, your spirit, and your energy. It's about trading in that fuzzy, confused state you've been stumbling through for like a 4K high-definition experience of your own life. It's the user manual for navigating this dimension with clarity and, yeah, with some actual power. And all of this, every single bit, it all boils down to one central, unavoidable truth. You can forget about external enemies, forget global conspiracies, forget blaming your problems on Mercury being in retrograde. The real battle, the only battle that actually matters, is between you and your own programming. Just let that one sink in for a second, because this is it. This is the final boss fight of existence. You versus you. Your own limitations. Forget shadowy monsters. Your real inner demons, doubt, fear, laziness, they're not hiding in a dungeon. Nah. They're sitting in a sterile, horribly lit corporate boardroom sipping stale coffee, and they've got a PowerPoint presentation up. The title slide says, Q3 procrastination projections and imposter syndrome KPIs. That is the real enemy. And a TULWA warrior doesn't fight him with a sword. You just decode the fear, process the pain, and politely fire the entire demonic board of directors. So there you have it, a ridiculously serious guide to reformatting your own brain. The system's been explained, the tools are right there on the table. So your next move? It's pretty simple. You can engage with this, test it, explore it for yourself, or you can just scroll away, see what cat video the algorithm has decided you need to see next. The choice, as they say, is yours. So what's it going to be? Engage or continue buffering? Your call.